Climate change. Weather changes often. In the morning as you head to school, it might be cold and cloudy. By the end of the day, it could be warm and sunny. In Tonga, it might downpour for 1 hour, but be calm and clear the next. And at the South Pole, the weather could be clear in the afternoon, but very stormy by evening. Weather is always changing, but climate does not change day to day or even month to month like weather does. Climate is the average temperature and conditions in a place over a long period of time. The climate in one place on the earth is different than another place. For example, the climate in a desert can be hot and dry, while the climate in a forest is usually warm and humid, and in some mountain areas, the climate is cold all year long. Unlike the weather changes often, that usually takes hundreds, thousands, or even millions of years for changes to occur in climate. Day to day, you will notice weather changes, but you probably won't notice changes to the climate. In the world today, when you hear the word climate change, it usually refers to global warming or the process of the earth heating up. Climate change and the weather are subjects that are often discussed by many people. Nearly everyone can agree on things related to weather, but sometimes people disagree about climate change or global warming. The Earth is about 4.5 billion years old. During all those years, the climate has changed many thousands of years ago. A large part of the Earth was covered in ice during an era called the Ice Age, and dinosaurs once walked on the Earth's surface. During another period called the Mesozoic era, climate changed during those first 4.5 billion years and will continue to change in the future. For example, in the last 100 years between 1800s and the 2000s, Earth's average temperature has increased about 1.33 degrees Fahrenheit, and over the past 200 years, it has increased about 1.8 degrees Fahrenheit. That may not sound like a big change, but it still affects the Earth. Have you ever heard of a greenhouse or seen one? A greenhouse is used by some farmers, florists, and others to grow plants. It is a glass-covered building that absorbs heat from the sun. The trapped heat makes greenhouses very warm, which allows things to grow inside of them even in winter. Earth is also covered like a greenhouse, but it's not covered with glass. Instead, it is covered by a layer of atmosphere. Greenhouse gases in the atmosphere trap heat from the sun, warming up the Earth and giving it a greenhouse effect, which means it acts just like a greenhouse. The greenhouse gases are mostly made up of carbon dioxide, methane, and nitrous oxide. These gases are kind of like a blanket for the Earth, similar to the glass on a greenhouse. The gases help keep Earth warm enough so that people, animals, and plants can all live there. However, when these gases increase, it causes the earth to become warmer. Think of it like a heavier blanket. If you are sleeping under a blanket and all through the night someone keeps placing more blankets on you, you will get warmer and warmer. Climate change causes the earth to get warmer too, but it happens gradually or takes a long time. Of course, when you are sleeping, there may be other reasons you are getting warmer too, not just the blanket that are being placed on you. But regardless of why you're getting warmer, it would probably be best to try and prevent the blanket from getting too heavy and too warm. In other words, it's probably best to prevent the earth from getting too warm as well. We do this by understanding some of the causes of climate change and global warming. There may be some causes of climate change that cannot be prevented and have very little to do with people, while others are mostly caused by people. Here are three of those things